birthday weekend. Real,
big weekend for you.
And, Friday, Saturday, ended on one of my favourite things to do, podcasts.
Yeah, everyone's favourite.
With my boy.
So, how's it feel? 29-year-old podcaster?
Well, 28-year-old podcaster, Will.
No, you're turning 29, sure. You're 29.
Well, I'm 28 before I'm 29.
You're a lot nearer 29 than 28. That's a fact.
I'm 28 now. That's a fact.
Why am I not surprised the fractions are beyond you? The day after your birthday, you're no longer 28.
Yeah, well, it's. I'm going to be 28. I'm 28 now. When it comes out, 29. But right now, you're talking to me right now. 29 podcast. You're getting me hot.
We were both there together in past maths. You should have been paying more attention. You round up to the nearest number.
I'm 28. That's a fact.
No, bollocks. 175 is not €1.
Well, I tell you what, Will. We'll just agree that I may be 29. I look a lot younger than you, pal. All right.
No, honestly, that is nonsense. Nonsense. All nonsense. But listen, I've been on that road before. They're imposters.
I think to ask me, for my opinion, a little bit unfair.
But in between that, there was drinks.
Why are you talking rubbish?
Hello, everybody, and welcome to a No Nonsense Podcast Summer Edition.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a bit dicey last pod.
This one's going to be worse, I think.
No complaints, don't think, about any of the stuff I said.
No, we'll check the emails later.
Yeah, we should do that. We have a lot of emails coming in.
Yeah, more than you'd think.
We're so busy during the year we can't get a chance to look at them, but there's a lot of stuff we need to cover on the emails. Get back to the fans.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I hope you did the homework. Hope you found out the Ukrainian boxers who went to the war.
Yeah.
I did actually look it up and I forgot again.
Yeah, me too.
And look, we're live, so we can't really dead air in this.
No, yeah.
As you know, not an edited podcast anyway.
No, every time you press play, we go live.
Yeah,
from wherever we are.
Wherever you are, we're live to you.
Yeah.
There is a few football stories this week, Will, isn't there?
Little ones, yeah. Few little ones.
We had Man United.
Yeah.
I mean, the end of last episode, we were like, Barcelona, what a joke of a club.
Yeah.
One lot close to the home, I guess, or especially close to the hearts of many listeners.
I think they're just less entertaining of a joke of a club.
When you're too close to the problem, you're finding funny.
Yeah.
It's like when someone makes a joke about you. It's like, yeah, objectively funny, but that hurts my feelings, bro.
Yeah.
More than you know.
Yeah.
Every time.
It hurts my feelings, man. It always has.
No. What's the story? There was leaks, was there? Again.
So there was the new director or CEO, the guy who replaced Woodward anyway. Richard Arnold is his name.
Mm-hmm.
Hey
Arnold.
Yeah, hey Arnold. A group of United fans were planning to protest at his house because they did that with Woodward before. Remember, they had flares and stuff, which is very odd. I don't know what you're really actually protesting there if you're just like, fuck off.
Yeah, well, people have forgotten how to act with the pandemic, haven't they?
Yeah. But he caught wind of this. It mustn't have been too secretive. And instead of calling the police like most people would, he very kindly got in touch with them and said, meet me at this pub, I'll buy you all a drink and we can have a chat and I'll let you know how things are going, how I'm feeling. So they did that, and then immediately someone secretly recorded him and uploaded it online. So that's never happening again.
They're wearing a wire.
Wearing
a fucking wire. You should have brought them to the steam rooms. Like Paulie and Big Pussy.
Why don't you want to take your clothes off?
I mean, the fact that he was being sound to do that, that's unbelievable. You're sitting down with you obviously care about United. You're sitting down with the CEO and immediately you're like, I'm going to fuck this guy.
Yeah.
I'm like, he's going to definitely saying stuff that the Glazers don't want people saying to people.
Well, people are scum. What can I say? You can't trust people, Will.
People like Coldplay and voted for the Nazis.
I mean, so we'll play some clips here, but there's about 5 minutes of footage of him saying increasingly, I wouldn't say damning, it's stuff everyone knows, but it's stuff that a director definitely isn't supposed to be saying.
Yeah.
And it's stuff like about people who he took, like about Woodward or people who used to work there or players. So we'll play the clips.
He didn't.
I think the only way to kind of get out of this is just play it off like, yeah, that's what I said, and I mean what I say, and I do what I mean, or whatever.
Yeah.
If you say, oh no, I didn't mean that about Maguire, or
I was lying.
I was lying about Pogba. I mean, if you just say, listen, I went to the pub in public to the fans, and I wasn't trying to hide anything.
Yeah.
If I post online, fine, post online. I just said that as well. If you try and backtrack now, it's like,
you're done.
You're naive, first of all.
Yeah.
now we all know you're a liar.
Yeah.
So you have to just go, yeah, and what of it?
Yeah.
Do you disagree with me about the £1 billion being wasted?
Yeah,
I mean, I'm in here to fix it. If you want to sack me over that, then fine, get something else. But like the problems are still there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta just own it.
Yeah.
I don't know if he will. Do you think he will be that kind of person?
I would say after this, you'll never hear from that man ever again. He is never talking to anyone. He's never... Because he was wronged immediately. He tried to do one nice thing to get things started on a positive foot and immediately got fucked over.
Yeah, I mean, let's learn the hard way, I suppose.
If anyone's ever recording you from waist height, so you're being fucked. It's not good.
It's like that time when... I remember D'Angelo Russell, when he was playing the Lakers, recorded Nick Young talking about cheating on Iggy Azalea. Like, I mean, it's not quite sleep with your teammate's mother, allegedly. But
allegedly.
at the same time, it's like, dude, like...
Why are you recording me?
there's like, if you're part... Like, he's a Man United director, you're a Man United fan, there must be some kind of, like, connection. Like, we're on the same team.
Even at the most base level. He bought you a pint.
Yeah. If someone buys you a pint, don't record their secrets. Don't leak their secrets.
I'm uploading this live.
Yeah, imagine someone trying to go for a pint. Go, yeah. Can I bring my Walkman? Why? Just can I? No, it's a kind
What
of.
are you wearing the headphones for?
Why you keep touching your ear?
Yeah. Who's operating that boom mic?
Who's out in the van that says Federal Bureau of Flowers or whatever? Oh God, no! It's a dick move, isn't it?
Dick move, and interesting to hear him say about the pretty much name dropped that it was Pogba and Lingard who were leaking stuff. But I mean, he could also just be saying that because there are two players that are gone. It's like, no, it's sorted. They're gone now.
Well, we do know that Lingard was
Lingard
directly to Paul Scholes.
Yeah,
and Paul Scholes is broadcasting us.
Lingard told me so.
I hope Lingard didn't buy Paul Scholes a pint because that would be really scummed here of Paul Scholes. I bought you a pint, man. Why'd you tell my secrets?
Do you think maybe Richard Arnold was talking to Paul Scholes?
Paul Scholes was the one leaking it, yeah. He looks like a generic Man United fan.
Yeah. You look familiar.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, Pogba, was he leaking stuff? I mean, Mino Raiola, God rest his soul, was like a great man for that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you tell Mino Raiola in confidence again, now, I don't know, maybe it's true. I do think that's the only way to get out of this. Just be like, yeah, it was those two.
Yeah.
If they want to come out and call me a liar, do so. But I mean,
and as well, like their reputation is pretty tanked at the moment.
Pogba's never come back to England, I would say.
Speaking of, did you see any of the Pogumentary clips or any of that stuff?
Excuse me?
Have you heard about this?
When did he become like the Pog back? Pog boom.
That makes sense.
When he first came, it was like, yeah, this is really exciting. This is like the return. After 3 or 4 years ago, this guy kind of flatters to deceive a bit.
Yeah.
How do they have the nerve, the gall to call it a Pogmentary? It's like, he doesn't deserve that.
Did you hear some of the quotes from it? There's mad stuff in it. So, first of all, he was it LeBron that did it first? The decision when he was going from Cleveland or going back to Cleveland?
Yeah, he did a live hosted event when he was leaving Cleveland because it was like New York Knicks, Miami Heat, and someone else who had the cap space at the time to sign him. And instead of just like negotiating it, he made kind of a big thing out of it.
Yeah.
And it was, I'm taking my talents to sell beach.
Yeah.
But like, that was a weird thing to do, but I mean, I guess you kind of ahead of his time in terms of marketing and, all that kind of stuff.
And then do you remember a few years ago, Griezmann did it? When I think he was linked with United and he did a little documentary and I think he called it The Decision, as if anyone cared.
I don't remember that at all.
Yeah, he put up like a little 5-minute video of him like looking out a car window and stuff like that and doing some monologue, and then at the end he's like, I'm staying, or whatever the fuck he was doing.
See, that's that saying, it's like bad artists copy, good artists steal.
Yeah.
Like, do a 5-minute crappy version that when you're not even on the same level. That's like LeBron's thing was a live televised event.
Yeah.
Everyone tuned in. If you just do a 5-minute documentary, it's like, I don't even remember that happening.
Yeah.
It's just a crappier version of something that happened.
So Pogba decided, I think he put up like a 20-minute documentary called The Pogumentary, which detailed him leaving United, what club he's going to, all this stuff. But one of the bits in it that has come out, and again, I don't know why you would put this out, like your own team.
Yeah.
He put out a clip of him saying that, basically throwing a tantrum about United's contract offer to him.
A pongtrum.
Yeah.
I can't get over it. The Pogmentary.
It doesn't even.
It doesn't
it's
work
not even
fully.
close.
Doc and Pog.
So he said in the documentary, he said, all I've done and they give me nothing. 300 grand, nothing.
Chicken feed.
But like, don't say that, man.
Isn't
not now?
Isn't like De Bruyne 350?
Definitely. Like,
but it's not that much more, I don't think, isn't it? Because Salah wanted 350.
Yeah, because I think it was because he was on more, but it was like, yeah, but you've been shit for 5 years.
Oh, they took him down, did they?
Yeah, they knocked him down, but they knocked him down to 300 grand. He's older and worse.
Fuck, yeah.
But then he put it online being like, nothing, which, I mean, at the moment when...
Yeah.
Like, people hate footballers getting paid all the time anyway.
Yeah.
Now when people are like, it cost me $4,000 to fill up my car.
Oh, man, don't start.
Yeah.
Don't start selling.
So, you don't need that. And then there was also another clip in it of one of his marketing people saying, he's like, we've turned Pogba into more than a player. Pogba is emojis. Pogba's this. He's like, he's something we've created, which is insane.
Oh, I mean, that is the definition of lost touch with the streets.
Yeah.
The streets have forgotten Pogba.
Yeah. And one last thing about the Pogumentary. How much football do you think was in the whole thing?
Oh, about as much as the fucking... I don't know.
Not one.
Not one bit.
Not one kick of a football.
I think I mentioned on the show before, there was like an ad he did for like deodorant or something, and he was doing like step overs and keep you ups and like scoring goals against no goal. Like you could see him kicking the ball and the crowd cheers. And my housemate at the time in college, a big Man United fan, I was like, I wish he actually did that stuff at the match. Like he just broke. He did, like, to be fair to those marketing moguls who really sound like the worst kind of people. It's like add nothing, just like the people who
how can we milk this?
Like people who work on apps to make them more addictive. Just like you are the worst kind of person out there. Because what about the people who are trying to be evil? At least
how can we shorten the videos and make them scroll more?
Yeah, how do you get more ads in this?
Yeah,
those kind of marketing people. That's what they sound like. What I mean, before, if you remember, like the old like World Cup ads, you'd always see like Ronaldinho, Totti, David Beckham. In the ad, David Beckham would be taking a free kick.
Yeah, for sure.
Because that's what he did the match.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have David Beckham doing like step overs, like busting me off the ball. It's like, no, like that's what David Beckham's going for. Ronaldinho would be doing step overs. Totti would be, maybe chesting the ball and passing
someone,
chesting on, passing on. Like literally, what something you used to do in the game. Like Cannavaro would be getting up, heading the ball. Like Pogba doesn't do any of that stuff for the match. He's like, I'm just going to do all the cool stuff. And people just went, all right, I didn't see that coming. He did change the kind of mold in that way, but honestly, it's been a mad 10 years almost at this point.
Yeah,
of Pogba. When you think of the star that he is and how well known he is for what he's actually achieved individually and as a player at Man United, I mean, it's crazy what those marketing gremlins have done for him. They really did create Pogba who he is today.
I think he's like the face of Adidas.
Yeah, honestly, he's huge. And like when you look at like say past like superstars like David Beckham or that, and David Beckham's probably the first one, but like he won stuff for Man United at the very least. He wasn't individually the best player, but Pogba hasn't even won that much stuff for Man United. So I mean, it's crazy that we're talking about it for the last 5 minutes for a guy who's like, he's so overrated, he's so shit for years.
I mean, it shows how mad it is that how big a name he is, and he's being offered 300 grand, and I know for months any Man United fan was like, oh God, I hope he doesn't sign that. I couldn't imagine anything worse.
Yeah, I think it's probably part of it is the way that you can be your own. You don't need a Pepsi ad.
Yeah,
you can just make your own documentary.
Yeah,
that was unheard of for years. I mean, the kind of documentary when it came out this year.
Yeah,
you couldn't do that. You can just release your own documentary. Where are you releasing it? You'd have to have a BBC or Channel 4 that would pick you up. You can just put it on the line.
I put it on PogTube.
Yeah, it's YouTube, sir. No, it's my own thing. So yeah, it's maybe that's part of it too. But it'll be weird not seeing him talked about every week in the Premier League for either doing something good and blowing out of proportion or doing something bad and blowing that out of proportion.
Yeah.
I think he will be missed by the likes of us.
Missed by Sky, I tell you.
The media gremlins like us. The marketing gremlins continue to profit, but us media fools, like talk about every week, will be missing out. What else then was there with Man United?
So there was one more story where Rashford is suing a particular teenage fan in Egypt. Just for, I don't know what the whole story is, but it seems like it was just one message too many. He was like, all right, fuck this.
Yeah.
And he...
Make an example of him.
Make an example of him, yeah. Now, maybe there's more to it. Maybe it was like an extended campaign.
Continued harassment.
Yeah. But do you want to see the the post in question that's being brought up to court.
Read the tweet.
1 sec there now, let me find it. I had it and I got rid of it like a godshack.
Paul on his own. First of all, we need good footballers there, and Paul is a good footballer and he's a good football brain, he's made the run. But look at all this area here. Where's all the Ireland players? Where's all the support? Where's all the footballers? I'll tell you where they are. They're in here, waiting for the punt. And they should be here. Football is getting them the support and making 201. So where's all the great Egyptians now?
Man, I can't fucking find this.
The first part of my €93 costume has arrived. Yeah. And it's €93 base. I still got to get more pieces. I still get a few more role players added to my costume to really make it a championship winning costume.
So I think this tweet that I was looking at has been taken down in the last hour.
No.
I think we're going to have to just move on from it.
Yeah, so there was the we couldn't find the tweet, folks.
Yeah.
We had it, but
I think it was literally taken down in the last 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Probably by the lawyers.
You might see it again. You might resurf it. Make a mental note of this, and when you see it again, you know.
You have some choice quotes from it still?
Something about, I think it says, horny bitches how it started.
Yeah.
Ended with the N-word.
I think N-word was in the middle.
Oh.
I think it went horny bitches, N-word, you deserve all the hate you get. Something like that.
Yeah.
In
Which,
that order.
so, yeah, in that order.
Yeah.
But we had other stories too. It wasn't. This isn't the Man United pod, folks.
No, as much as I try.
To be fair, you've been good in that. At the start, it was kind of all that.
It's because they were doing well. They were doing better.
It was, and they were doing well. But I think we've gotten better, folks. I mean, anybody who's listened to the start,
oh man,
you know,
surely they know.
I don't think we have gotten better, to be honest. I think we've relaxed more, and we feel like we're doing better. I think the quality is just as good as it ever was.
Yeah, that probably makes sense.
Same as it ever was.
Although I don't know about the actual quality.
The audio quality has got better. The content is still
the same.
The same. Our knowledge, maybe even worse, actually.
Yeah, definitely.
Because when he started first, obviously we had nothing going on. We were just watching games. Now I watch,
and we were like covering like every game.
Yeah, we had like a match of the day format at the start.
Yeah. Which is mad. Remember we were just talking about like Brighton versus Norwich and stuff like that.
Yeah. No, it was. It's been a hell of a journey, Will.
Yeah.
But we had, like I say, we had some transfer news. A little domino effect.
Yeah.
Same
as last week.
Now again, these things, they act like they rely on each other, being like, oh, we can't do this because of that. A lot of times I find one of the players in the domino is using the story to increase wages and not move house.
Yeah.
Move house to a bigger house in the same area, maybe.
Yeah.
But the one this week is Sterling. Now, he's been talking about moving the City all year.
Ages, yeah.
Continually coming on scoring big goals for them. And going, I hate it here.
Yeah.
I'll do it because I'm a professional. I'm a fucking pro. But I'd rather move. And guess what, Will? Play every week.
Yeah.
Very important.
That's what he wants.
So Sterling wants to go to Chelsea. Logical enough, I suppose. I think he's from London, isn't he? I think he's from QPR.
I think so, yeah.
And he went to Liverpool and then City. And so he wants to go to Chelsea. I mean, I think he's like 27, 28.
Oh, yeah. He's on the young end, I think.
He's coming to his prime years.
Yeah.
So I think it'd be good for Chelsea. But then again, Chelsea are weird at this. I think I heard that Pulisic wants to go.
I think they want to get rid of Ziyech as well.
And get Sterling in.
Yeah.
It's like, why not just...
Yeah. It's a sideways move.
Yeah, similar thing. But I mean, like Chelsea, listen, I'm not going to... As someone who's been following Arsenal, not winning the league for the last, 10 years now? 15 years?
Oh, longer.
2004?
It's 10 since United won it.
2004, 2014... Jesus Christ, almost 20 years now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to dog Chelsea's transfer strategy, how they do things. But it's funny because we're like, oh no, now Abramovich is gone. They're going to have this crazy money spending. And then like the first thing I see is, we're going to get
money.
we're this guy for something similar. But no, you could argue that Sterling is better than Pulisic maybe. Pulisic has been good in bits, but like he hasn't been excellent for Chelsea. But anyway, Sterling wants to leave.
Yep.
But Chelsea don't want to do that until, now maybe this is the Abramovich factor not being there, until they sell Lukaku on to Inter Milan.
Yes.
He's got a serious hard on for Inter Milan, as we know. Inter Milan, last year they were struggling financially. Don't know how it's going lately now.
Doesn't seem as bad.
Don't know what corporate deals they've struck.
Yeah.
Don't know what their version of Edward Wood has done for them.
I do
recently.
remember they had a like crypto sponsor.
Yeah.
The like dollar Inter thing.
Well, that doesn't sound good.
That can't be going well.
So essentially, they want to buy Lukaku back because it's a
no-brainer for them.
What's the opposite of unrequited love?
Yeah.
True love, I guess.
Yeah.
Gross.
But I know the fans hate him. Remember they had the banner like "You're not welcome back here."
Do they hate Lukaku?
Yeah. After he did the interview last time, because he did the same thing to them, where he was like, "I love it here. I'm never gonna leave."
Yeah.
And then a week later, he was at Chelsea kissing the badge, like, "I love it here. I never want to leave."
Yeah.
So-
Those fans need to grow up, man. How many times have you seen that? Yeah. But they want to sign Lukaku. The club don't so much what the fans want, but they want to buy Lukaku. But first, they need to sell Skriniar to PSG for 70 million, and probably I don't know 500 grand a week. Who knows?
Who cares?
That deal may or may not go through. So that's the progression.
Yeah.
It like I say, I feel if I was to guess who wants to get more money, I would guess Skriniar would be the guy who's like, "Oh, I'm going to go to PSG if you don't pay more money, guys."
Yeah.
Because I think it's harder to find good strikers than it is good defenders.
Definitely, yeah.
Maybe it's 50-50 because, I mean, look how much trouble Liverpool had before they got Van Dijk. But I just think Skriniar is really good.
Yeah.
And you can get goals from the places, but I mean, good centre-backs are hard to come by. So if I was to guess, I would say
he's the one.
Skriniar is looking for more money.
Yeah.
And that's me not following up any bit until I just read this story about an hour ago. But look, you never see it happen like Skriniar, then Lukaku, then Sterling, and everybody's happy and everybody wins their respective
No,
leagues.
it never happens.
It never goes that way.
Well, I mean, even the one we talked about last week with Mane to Bayern, Lewandowski to Barca, and then De Jong to United.
Yeah.
Mane has gone to Bayern and nothing's happened.
Yeah.
There hasn't even been a peep about Lewandowski.
No, again, I think that was bad blood. They may have made up.
They've made up, or they're like, "You're never leaving here." Ever.
Yeah.
After what you've done to us.
Made up or double down, either way. And then De Jong also, maybe he was the one looking for money off Barcelona.
Yeah.
God knows.
Who knows?
But like I say, that's the current one. Sterling is it's kind of a mad one, really. Because, and this is the thing with these state-run clubs, these petrodollar clubs, like they get in like the hottest prospects at the time. And to be fair to Sterling, when he, after that second place finish with Liverpool, he was like, I remember he had that the goal in the World Cup that wasn't a goal inside netting. He was really exciting back then. Yeah. And City bought him, was like, fuck, like they just bought the best player, or the player's gonna be the next best player in the league for the next 10 years.
Yeah.
And he went, and Liverpool fans despised him. He kind of played into it.
I think he still gets the snake emojis anytime he posts that.
He got the kind of racism then from like the tabloids, because then he was just kind of going with it. Yeah, everyone hates him, and he's black. It's like, oh, that's not what we're going for at all.
Yeah, he's taking our money.
He's come over here. It's like, no, he's from here. So like he went to the whole cycle and be like, okay, it's gone too far. This is a genuine like hate campaign. Yeah. He came out. He was talking about the Phil Foden stuff versus the Sané stuff, I think it was. Yeah. The way the treatment of white players versus black players. A total kind of heel turn of like, a babyface. He went from a heel to babyface, and he's only 27.
Yeah.
And now he's like surplus requirement to City because they buy players every window. Yeah. Haaland just come
fresh,
in.
Yeah.
You know, the only ones that really last are like Sterling is a great player. He's probably not maybe in terms of the strikers or attacking players. I think he was very good maybe 2018 to 2019. Yeah. I think that was probably his peak years. Any other team will be like, right, we got to keep Sterling at all costs. Yeah, like they just keep it fresh, keep coming in. And now he's a place where he's like not playing all the time, but like still scoring like goals and assists for City, winning the league. Yeah. And he's like, yeah, I need to move on. And people kind of I haven't heard people even talking about where Sterling's going to end up.
No, he seems like that happens with City. I think players kind of get forgotten because again, they're not playing. He's not getting like 30 goals a season because he couldn't possibly. He's not playing enough games.
There's no like one star, you know.
No, yeah.
Which I don't know. Maybe it's Pep as well. I mean, he didn't. I know I have my own conspiracy theories about Aguero and his time in City. Yeah. You know, go back to a few pods to listen to that, folks. But I think he didn't like that they were too reliant on Aguero to throw the goals. Like before Pep came, it was like if Aguero has a good season or isn't injured, City will win the league. If not, could be anybody. Yeah. So he's changed that where like it could be Sterling, it could be De Bruyne, it could be Bruno, it could be Gundogan who scores the goal. Maybe Jesus scored 4 today. And that way, like, there's no player that they're relying too much. But for someone like Sterling, who's like, I could be doing so much more. Yeah. Like he could go to Chelsea now and they could win the league based on him scoring, 23 plus goals.
Yeah, even if like he scores like 15 goals, That's huge for Chelsea.
Yeah, honestly. So it'd be a good move for Sterling, I think. Especially if Chelsea maybe clearing house a little bit and get rid of some of their players that haven't worked out.
World Cup year as well for him.
World Cup year. And again, things change. Like, I guess we'll have half season for the World Cup.
Yeah.
Usually, like the last 2 months, well, Southgate definitely did. He had it locked in.
Yeah.
But you need to get off to a good start. If you have to say September, it starts in August, isn't it? Like end of August.
Yeah.
You could have like the first 3 or 4 weeks, and you're not playing for City.
Yeah.
Pep's not feeling
Grealish
it.
is getting a run.
This is the year of Grealish.
Yeah.
You know, and then
I'm going to play Sterling in the second half of the season.
Southgate's writing down his team.
Yeah.
He's like, Sterling's not really playing well. Madison is playing really well. He's off to a great start. You know, it can be made up, especially like usually where it's like, say, the first half of the season and Southgate's like, okay, this is taking shape. Yeah. And then the second half of the season, you got January and February, he goes, yeah, it's locked in.
Yeah.
Because it was a summer and no one's playing, you only have September.
Yeah,
you're not really
much to go
counting
off.
April and March. I don't really remember that, you know. And that's not really counting because there's been a break. So you have to get off to a good start. So, yeah, massive year for Sterling once again, that England team. But, Skriniar and Lukaku. I mean... Where'd you start with that, man?
I don't know.
We got dogged.
We called it. We always knew, man.
We were saying he's not good. Like
No,
we saw him playing for Man United, and he wasn't great. And
Yeah.
like, do you not watch the Italian league, man? No, I was like, well, whatever. It's like, you don't watch his goal record for Belgium. And we're like, listen, man, yeah, okay, he scored a goal since Milan, and he played in the Euros. And I was the first to say he looks like a changed man.
Yeah.
This year is exactly what I was expecting. No, actually, it's worse.
Yeah, he's worse.
I'd not expect him to score less than
5
10 goals.
10, I think,
Less
altogether.
than 10 in the league. I wouldn't have predicted that.
No.
But like, this is exactly what I thought his problem was.
It's whenever he's the main man.
Well, no, he's the main man for Belgium. But like club football, he just in the Premier League, wherever it is, the way they play up, the way they set up, I don't know. But now he goes back to the league, he'll probably have another.
He'll be flying it over
Another
there.
banger overseas over there. Like, I told you, man, you're wrong again. Like,
No.
fine. Well, fine. I'm gonna, narrow my focus here on my Lukaku take, and that like he's not been that good in the Premier League. The Everton one is when he's on the counter attack. He's big. He's strong, he's fast.
Yeah.
That's where it goes. Well,
That's probably what it is. It's probably just when he's at a club that has the ball a lot. That's not what you want from Lukaku.
But then he won the league with Inter. It doesn't make sense. And the Italian league is notoriously defensive. It's just maybe England doesn't suit him. But then he didn't have to go back to Chelsea.
Yeah.
I definitely wouldn't have gone back.
No,
what
never.
do I say, Will?
Yeah, never go back.
The fans
every
on the
week.
screen right now. Never go back. Never go back. No matter what she says. So look, Lukaku back to Inter. I could see him count a few more years there and then retiring like at 33. Might do a season at Genk.
Yeah.
And then he's like, right, I'm going to get fat. I'm going off to get fat somewhere. And you know what? More power to him.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that. For him.
The other story we had, for anybody who remembers our Europa Conference League episode, I don't think we had one actually, to be fair. I think this was the semi-final. Where West Ham crashed out in a really unceremonious fashion.
Yeah.
They
were rattled by Frankfurt, just like everyone Frankfurt played last year.
Including their fans.
Yeah.
I think the Frankfurt fans give the Rangers fans a good rattle over there in Seville. Yeah. But yeah, in that same game, we just said they kind of lost their composure a little bit. Dave Moyes got sent off.
He kicked a ball at a girl's head.
I think it was a boy. Was it a girl? A ball person?
Yeah.
A ball them.
He rifled the ball at something.
Narrowly avoided decapitating a young person.
With foam coming out his mouth, with pure rage.
I can't wait for that person to eventually become a professional footballer.
Oh, yeah.
And, in 2050, like, oh, fuck, look at it. Because about like 8 or 9, they're like a kid. He got sent off for that. He got a 1-match ban.
Yeah.
Declan Rice went on a tirade, after the game. Maybe we should play the clip just to remind folks.
Yeah. Ref! It's so poor. All night, it's so bad. How can you be that bad? Honestly, it's already been paid. Corruption.
You heard it there. Effing and blinding. Corruption allegations.
Corruption.
High stakes stuff. At the time, they asked David Moyes, will West Ham punish him? Will West Ham punish them? David Moyes said, if UEFA punish him, that's down to them, but not my watch.
That's because he was worried about his own punishment.
Yeah, he was like, well, I probably should be dishing out punishments when I too am waiting on the the firm hand of the law to come down on me.
Let's see how my attempted murder charge goes first.
We've got 2-match ban. So an individual, as well as an individual punishment for Rice and Moyes, the club has been fined 1,500 quid.
1,500 quid.
Well, it's the Conference League.
Yeah.
Okay. No, this was the Europa League, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was Europa because this was the first year of the conference, and I think West Ham. Was it?
Yeah. Oh, sorry, I didn't finish the sentence. 1,500 after the fans used fireworks at the game in Germany. So the flares.
Yeah.
So a flare fine of 1,500, which kind of means it does look pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean, officially,
no. Stop that.
Wink, wink.
Yeah.
Here's 1,500, which I guess to a Premier League club. What is that, Will?
Nothing. Literally nothing.
Is that 15 cents?
It has to be like, 20 minutes of the bar takings at the last game. Like.
Yeah, that's God, man. So yeah, not really a fine. And speaking of Frankfurt, like we're saying, they're battering Rangers fans over. They got we'll see what they. Meanwhile, Frankfurt, who have received so far a heavier financial penalty with 6 offences related to supporters, leading to the
it's a lot.
€69,000, £69,000 fine. As well as that, the German side have a 2-year suspended penalty to play 1 game behind closed doors.
So if they fuck up again?
No, it's like a suspended sentence.
Oh, okay.
You know, like all those sexual allegations and assaults that happened this year, Will? Yeah, suspended sentence. Benzema, suspended sentence.
Yeah.
So they have a suspended match. I guess to play at their leisure.
Yeah.
They got to pick one game that maybe they're already out of. Yeah, play out behind closed doors. So again, not really a fine.
No.
Just kind of a, look, guys.
Yeah.
That was savage. Right? That was everything that's great about football.
There were so many of you in Barca Stadium.
Flares, fights, racism. We love it here at FIFA. But, officially, here's no slap on the wrist. I mean, I want to touch your wrist there. On we go. See you next year, all right?
Yeah.
All right, get out of here.
Bring those fans back.
All right, I'll leave it to you. Go on. So, yeah, I mean, look, this is the kind of stuff. Even FIFA on holidays, Will. This summer. This is during the year. Maybe there's a fine.
Oh, yeah.
A bigger fine, but they're on our holidays just like us.
Yeah.
Do we have any games coming up or any documentaries coming out? It's on the horizon.
Pogumentary, we could watch that.
Pogumentary. I'd rather fucking, make my own documentary about the podcast.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that.
The Nonsense Pod.
Yeah.
Or Nonsense Doc, even. No, I don't think we've got much coming out in the next few weeks. I think it's all quiet. Even this week in the news, it was very tame week in football. Not a scandal to be seen, really.
No, not really. So, I mean, look, next week it seems like nothing's going to happen. Usually that's when it all kicks off.
Yeah.
So fingers crossed, folks. If not, we'll just come back on here and talk about Teshy's Castle again.
Yeah. We can do that easy.
That's something. Maybe I'll talk about my time in Crete, Will.
Yeah. People want to know.
The real story.
Yeah.
I mean, none of those people talk to me anymore, so...
They'll never listen.
And they never listen to this, even when I told them about it. It's like, oh, cool, man. And then... That was it then.
Well, even if they do listen, that's a new download.
If they do listen, then email in. Give me your side of the story, and I'll debunk it.
Well, speaking of emails.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Will we have a little look-see?
Yeah, why not, man? Go for it.
Right, so look, we're inundated with emails every day.
Yeah.
Non-stop.
I think we mentioned this before in the pod.
Yeah.
That somebody, somewhere. Some prankster out there.
Yeah, someone named Andrew, definitely.
Yeah. He signs up to some fucking spam.
Oh, like
fucking, I guess, email blast.
Yeah. So you want to hear some of our latest emails in our No Nonsense podcast emails, strictly for podcast business?
Yeah.
All right. So we've got, this one is very secretive. It says, psst, $40,000 is 2 minutes away.
What are we still doing?
I know. I don't know why we haven't read these emails.
Is that all it says? What else does it say?
Do you want me to click into it?
Keep reading.
Yeah, it says, "Hi Andrew, do you have 2 minutes to spare?"
We're on your case, Andrew. You've given too much away already. We've narrowed down to your first name.
Apply below for as much as 40 grand.
Apply for 40 grand.
Yeah, it's just a lending offer. 3 cheers, Ryan Benefit Pros.
Check the APR. How much percent per minute?
Let me head up a bit. Hey, we got fast approved for 2.5 grand.
That's good.
That's good. We needed that.
I've never been fast approved for anything.
That's
before.
Ryan Benefit Pros again. These guys are efficient.
Ryan Benefit Pros.
Yeah, are
they just a bank, are they?
I don't know.
A loan site.
I think they're like a bank.
Oh, yeah,
secret bank, yeah. Let me get Andrew, $5,000 loan.
Damn you, Andrew.
Well, Andrew's got a lot of fucking...
Damn you to hell.
Man, he's got a lot of stuff going on. And then another one. See, this is in the spam folder. Do you want to hear what's in our normal email folder? I'm sure you've seen it.
That was a spam. Yeah. I don't. The stuff we get in the regular one is absolute fucking joke of a.
Well, we're subscribed to Huggies, definitely.
Fucking Huggies,
we get
man.
non-stop emails.
I unsubscribed to them twice. I went into the thing unsubscribe, and it's so embarrassing. You're showing something on your phone, and then you get an email from Huggies for adult diapers or nappies, and you're like, no, it's for my podcast. You go, podcast?
No, Andrew signed us up.
Fucking Andrew, man.
Yeah, we've got a lot of Huggies going on.
Read one of the Huggies.
You want to read the Huggies?
This is the fucking shit that will like pop up my screen when I'm showing somebody a really funny meme, and it'll say, what?
How to sleep without a peep. From Huggies. Snooze more soundly with these simple tips. Hey, baby, do you know you need 14 hours of sleep a day?
Tell you.
They think we're babies.
Fucking,
also, who's this email for?
It's social kryptonite.
How many babies are signing up for these email blasts?
No, they're adults, I'm pretty sure. They're adult nappies. It's a joke, man. Someone's playing a prank on us. And it's affecting my life. So wherever you are, Andrew, if that is your real name, you have fucked me. On one occasion, definitely, and maybe another one.
No, honestly, that is nonsense. Nonsense. All nonsense. But listen, I've been on that road before.
29? 29?
You're a fucking gobshite, man.
They're imposters.
Nothing to ask me, for my opinion, a little bit unfair.
But in between that, there was drinks.
Why are you talking rubbish?